tattoos.
Okay, guys. ALGS start ஆக போகுது.
The thighs tattoos don't hurt. Hand tattoos hurt, like wrist.
So இன்னைக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு டீம்
thickness going on. It hurts.
NRG இருக்குது, Fnatic இருக்குது.
Also, before we start up really quick too and start talking a little bit more, chat, what time is it for you guys? Because I know it's
very
early for some of you or very late, depending on if you just haven't gone to bed yet.
நேத்து மேட்ச் பாத்தீங்கன்னா நீங்க TSM க்கு நடந்துச்சு.
I want to see if you all are waking up. A lot of dedication in the chat. Love to see it, man.
So last time ALGS champion அவங்க தான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
7 a.m. in Brazil, 2 a.m. A lot of 2 a.m.
God damn.
Yeah, a lot of people waking up just to watch the watch party. I want to let you know that we appreciate you guys. Do not forget to follow the stream. We have a lot of gameplay today. We have 12 games today, 18 games tomorrow. Today's not the long day, but it's going to be a long one.
Yeah,
it's not even the longest.
Chow, honestly, when we're hanging out with you guys and we're casting,
Apex
the days just
ALGS
fly
and
right
the
by.
match.
We don't even notice the time.
Yeah.
Half the times I'm not even looking at it.
Format
I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for being here.
So அது மொத்தம் 4 குரூப்பா பிரிச்சிருக்காங்க.
Yeah, we really do appreciate you guys so much. It really does mean a lot. I hope you guys know too that we are trying our best to make the commentating as best as possible. We're working with what we got. No monster in this fridge today at all. There's no monster in this vicinity of us at all either, which is definitely a huge L.
Forming when it is that close.
Here, to be honest.
Who do you think you are, Drake?
I might have to do that right now. I'm making the call.
You don't even have a connect like
full
that.
rules na kandipa nammala padikka.
Just type in our group chat. Don't act like you're having a direct line.
Like Alliance, Kansas City Pioneers, Ascend, teams that are the best, most dominant in that region. Obviously, we wish Aurora and other squads were here. They were not able to make it, but nonetheless, these teams are not performing better.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you called that out because I think we're going to be keeping a very close eye on some of those squads today to see if they are able to make that comeback performance because it's about to be that do or die moment. There's only so much time left in the tournament, and when you're talking about the likes of Ascend, a team that got 4 wins on a day during the first split, unprecedented before, and then Alliance I think had very big expectations. You know, we've talked about them before. We need more.
Yeah, I mean, you were calling out KCP there. That's a team that went for a lot of.
Probably not contested. The guard never gets contested over at Jurassic.
இத பாத்தீங்கன்னா மொத்தமா
is the guard going to be contested?
4 group A B C ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு சோ ஒவ்வொரு குரூப்பும் இன்னொரு குரூப் கூட மோதுவாங்க. சோ இது இன்னைக்கு பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா February 3 A group வந்து A group versus C group, B group versus D group. So A groupல தான் நமக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் தெரிஞ்ச TSM லாம் இருக்குது.
So I'm not sure where Pulverex
இதல பாத்தீங்கன்னா
well I also seen Pulverex go antenna.
Sorry, B groupல TSM இருக்குது.
So that we maybe not anticipated.
TSM NRG இப்போ வந்து group C க்கும் D க்கும் நடக்குதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
So we might see some new contests that we've never even seen before.
C க்கும் நடக்குது. So இதுல உள்ள டீமும் இதுல உள்ள டீமும் சேர்ந்து மேட்ச் போட போறாங்க.
Yesterday
Aurora இருந்து லாஸ்ட் GHS ப்ரொஃபஷனல் வரைக்கும். So இது முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறமா எதா இருக்கும்னா B க்கும் D க்கும் அடுத்த மேட்ச் இருக்குது. So B versus D.
The main reason that we
அதுல TSM இருந்து டார்க் 0 வரைக்கும் டீம் மோத போகுது. நிறைய பேருக்கு ஃபேவரட் குரூப் வந்து கண்டிப்பா இதுவா தான் இருக்கணும்.
Much skill involved other than
இதுல தான் TSM இருக்குது.
Better loot spawns. So it's more about flying and more about
last பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஃபைனல்ஸ் வந்து February 5
or better loot than the other team and then the 3v3 starts. But like we saw with KCP yesterday and we saw with DZ when they land Harvester, Jemburn goes down in the middle pins, which always has the better loot, and he gets a charge from most
group
lose. So, you know, it's a lot of a luck, man. And here we go. Let's get it all going.
C க்கும் நடுவுல நடக்கிற
Moist
match
said they're contesting Godfire.
First match
that's Tree.
That might be Tree over at World's Edge.
Tree contest.
All right, chat. We have 6 games now for groups A versus C, or what is it, A versus C? Correct, yeah. A versus C. We're gonna have 3 games on World's Edge, and we're gonna head over to Storm Point for the next 3. After those 3 games, man, we'll have a little bit of a break, and then we'll go into those 3 on Storm Point. But we're starting off on the OG map, World's Edge Creek.
And remember, yesterday we did start out on Storm Point.
So, முதல்ல World Edgeல 3 மேட்ச் நடக்க போகுது. அதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு பிரேக். அதுக்கு அப்புறம் Storm Pointல ஒரு 3 மேட்ச் நடக்க போகுது.
For example, the boys over at
Group A க்கும் C க்கும் நடுவுல நடக்கிற மேட்ச் இது.
They did not have a good Storm Point, but their last 3 World's Edge games, all 3 of them were good.
Yeah. I mean,
so for some teams, you know, they prefer World's Edge, so it could be a benefit for them to start off strong and carry that momentum.
And I think they're lying to you right now, Greek. They're going to be pinging over in East Frag or West Frag. They might just be doing that to troll Godfire, to be honest, and just create a little bit of a little bit of a scary moment for them, but they should be good. They're going to head over to a fragment. That's going to be Moist, man. Greek is now going to peep the map and see what's going on. He will keep us updated with the contest happening. But right now, it's looking pretty clear of contest. Someone might have to, but for right now, it looks okay.
Yeah, I don't see much going on.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like too much contesting. Gombre is going to be going tree, I believe. And Onyx, no, Onyx is going to be tree. Gombre is going to be landing over in launch site. That is a hard. Do they make this? No, they do not make this. They have to go right. Okay.
Yeah, they're uncontested there.
Yep.
GFR has Lava City. JLE is at Big Mod. I wouldn't be surprised if they fought.
Who? Godfire and JLE? And we see that zone here. Greek are immediately going to pull it up. Thermal zone. And this might pull to this little house right where GHS is, Greek.
I think it pulls all the way back.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you think it goes deep into thermal?
Like all the way to the back
house.
DHS
professional.
I think it's going to pull the little house up top, but we'll see what happens. GHS, 10 seconds off spawn. Purple, blue.
I mean, that's just thermal in a nutshell.
It really is. No game audio. Thank you, chat. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all.
That should be good, chat.
Yeah, we fixed it. For some reason, it was muted.
It always starts off muted. So.
Thank you. Love you guys. All right, so we should be good. You guys can hear now, right? Woo! Sick. Awesome, bro.
Shout out the mods.
Shout out the mods,
for waking up early.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Doing the morning shift.
And we see KCP immediately rotating in over from the Lava Fisher area. They're going to hit the balloon.
KCP முதல்ல என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா beacon scan பண்ணிட்டு zoneல ஒரு நல்ல இடத்தை பிடிச்சலாம் முடிவு பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
First come first serve. You hear that a lot when you watch these streams.
Directly loot அடிச்சிட்டு beacon scan பண்ணிட்டு map rotation start பண்ணிட்டாங்க.
It's hard to push into thermal. It's hard to make a late game push to actually solidify a spot, you know?
Yeah, the thing with thermal is it is surrounded by 4 different chokes. There's the tree choke, the top hill choke of Harvester, the staging choke, and that backside hill choke where the big rock is. And a lot of times teams like to get there early, post up and dominate it so that they can hold teams out and maximize on their KP. So it's very hard to just run your way through it. So in specific zones like this, it actually pays dividends to move forward.
And we see this right here. KCP's going to walk into this building, but I don't know if they know that energy is actually down there on the right side. So you said that the zone you think is going to pull to the backside of thermal, but it looks like energy is going to rat. Energy's going to rat KCP here. They actually see him with the seer, and they back out of this fight. Pander's going to get cracked, but they should have been okay. Greek, that was a little dangerous for KCP.
Did Nasuke
knew
they were there?
Yep.
Imagine if they were on their RevCom.
எல்லாரும் beacon scan
பண்ணிருப்பாங்க நினைக்கிறேன். Again by another team pushing forward. KCP trying to make their way into a building and just survive.
It looked like Pander's just accidentally jumped over the railing.
Yeah, I have no idea. Sometimes Pander's have some crazy things. It's going to be the guard actually rotating. Pulveric's now coming in, and it's going to be so many teams trying to get their way into thermal. This is how it goes, man. Thermal gets crazy very, very fast, Greek.
It's going to be EXO and Kick fighting in the back. Killoff is going to get actually the first knock here. Zicky's going to get the second one.
KCP team
and EXO's going to have a 2-man advantage here.
Yeah, this is a great job by Zicky here in EXO, man. And Kick, we saw them yesterday, man, really losing their 3v3s.
Kick team eliminated.
Take a lot of great fights, and they go down early again. And my sleeper team, EXO, comes out on top in the first 3v3 today, and they wipe out the boys at Kick.
Yeah, the Kick boys flying in there with a white armor, the napkin, touching down and already cracked, and you have 2 purples on EXO.
So first eliminate our team.
Yeah, they smelled it, but look at this, dude. Everyone is now flying in, and this is why I love thermal zones. There's so many houses to take, there's so many areas to play that later down the line, man, the games are so intense, but you never see this in
zone. Nobody
backholting in here in squad. They would be wanting to fight this edge.
So seeing all the teams flying in here, to me, reinforces that I thought the zone was going to go all the way back here. But if it does have a crazy pull and we have 5 teams back here, it is going to be a shitstorm.
No, you're not wrong. I do think, though, that energy is playing up top, so it makes me a little more confident in my call, too. Sweet, big brain, one of the smartest in the game. Do they know how to push it? They know how to call these zones. And this is one team, Greek, I want to highlight a little bit that we didn't get to see at all yesterday. They were on the main stage. E36, aimbot specifically. This guy is an unbelievable player. Mechanically, he's been one of the best in APAC North that we watched when we were watching the Pro League. He had some insane tracking plays, some insane sniper shots, and he's literally a human aimbot.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen that Sentinel skin in my life.
That one? Let me see which
that
one.
Sentinel skin is gas.
Is it the blue and orange one?
It's like spinning.
Yeah.
It looks like a Havoc or
something. It's a good one. I like this skin a lot.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, this is one of the best, best Sentinel skins in the game. But, dude, E36 also performing very well in their pro league. They had a lot of really bad fights they took that hurt them in a lot of the weeks. But overall, look at that. Look at the tracking he's doing, bro. It's so addicting to watch him do that. But
E36,
he was a phenomenal fragger for that man.
So
and great opening damage in a lot of the 3v3s they took. And aimbot, shout out to you, man. I am mind blown by your mechanics. And I feel like that's a lot of way for the APAC players. I'm just so impressed overall. And especially in the first day of groups.
இதுவரைக்கும் ஒரு டீம் தான் எலிமினேட் ஆயிருக்குது கிக் மட்டும் தான் எலிமினேட் ஆயிருக்குது
there's not really much fighting until later on in the game so I'm not expecting too much early action there could be a couple of fights here on edge that maybe Fnatic
ஒரு நல்ல பிளேயர்
Game Ward over here in Fragment, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like Fnatic wants to take this
Seer
fight on the Game Ward.
In the
I think Nathan gets a knock with repeater in the kill feed. And it looks like Fnatic
really wants to try to get this knock up the rotate.
And they do onto Yolu.
Yolu is a phenomenal player, too, and he's going to go down. And that's the power, that's the actual, the horse right there, the workhorse of Game Ward getting knocked and full killed. And now they're going to be down to a two-man. And they're going to have to try to stay alive.
Yeah, Fnatic doing a great job there, just prioritizing the finish. You know, they don't need to force anything. They know that team's in Storm. They have now just made that team's rotation go absolutely horribly. They're going to have to get the banner, go back out into Storm, and have to get a reset.
Fnatic மட்டும்
got to make sure they're looking around. Okay. Xset is somewhere lurking in the area, too.
Yeah, Xset does rotate this way. They usually do lurk. They're trying to get something going. They see him at the choke.
Fnatic இப்போ ரெண்டு இடத்துல இருந்தும் Fnatic அடிக்குறாங்க ஆனா Fnatic கிட்ட ஒரு நல்ல பொசிஷன் இருக்குறதுனால சமாளிச்சுப்பாங்க Fnatic.
I mean, they are kidding.
They're taking
purple.
Look, right?
Yeah, overlook, and they probably rotated down. I would have to guess to the Volt. There's no way they didn't get this guy's revolt at all. They had a purple mag Spitfire and then a repeater with a 2-4.
Closed.
Oh, then never mind. I have no idea how they got this lead.
That is and maybe that hot zone?
Maybe.
But even then, that is insane.
Yeah, I mean, hot zone does not give you what they got right now. That is wild. I mean, even his prowler, bro. Insane loot. Did they have a crafter? They didn't even have a crafter. I don't understand. But look at the zone here too, Greek.
Zoneல எக்கச்சக்க பிளேயர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க அடுத்த zone ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி நிறைய பேர் போயிட்டாங்க Fnatic இப்போ தான் போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க
We'll see Xset now rotating into landslide and like I said chat not much fighting does happen here 100 these
but Fnatic ஆல உள்ள போக முடியுமா ஈஸியா போயிர முடியும் ஆனா அது தாண்டி அவங்களுக்கு எந்த ஸ்குவாடும்
no one really fights
gatekeeping பண்ணல
let's talk about Xset dude nocturnal
Xset ஆனா எப்படின்னு தெரியல ஏனா இங்க ஆல்ரெடி zone குள்ள போயிருக்க ஸ்குவாட் நிறைய இருக்குது சோ இத தாண்டி அவங்க எப்படி போவாங்கன்னு தெரியல பட் ஆனா அவங்கட்ட வாழ்க்கை இருக்கறதுனால ஈஸியா வாழ்க்கோட அல்ட் போட்டு போயிரலாம்
still IGLing his team to the first place yesterday and I got to say
skin is clean too bro
yeah that's a great skin I got to be honest man I really do think I know there's a lot of fans for certain teams but Xset needs a lot more respect in their name Greek they have proven themselves time and time again and Liquid even
Vax just got full killed by Corsair.
Vax dying in the top right to a charge rifle as Ascend starts to push into 100 Thieves, and that's not going to be good. I think they died in the Valkulti in Greek. They're on the bottom side now of Thermal, and Vaxlon dies on the Valkulti in.
Oh, wow.
Dude, they really got to start putting respect onto Xset, man. A phenomenal team. Such great players, and even with Nocturnal and Fun, when they had Guild, they still performed. And we're going to switch over here, where LNW is going to be shooting Jay Lings, and Jay Lings, a great day. Nuclear day yesterday. I wonder if they can continue right now.
Yep. Zane with probably the best loadout right now for a controller Horizon player. The R301 to go up the queue and get the accurate beams. 100 Thieves is eliminated.
The duo eliminating the top right. 100 Thieves does go down. They do get knocked out of the game. They die off the Valkulti. They landed and they immediately die afterwards.
Wait. Are we having some server issues?
I think we're good. I think we're back right now. Oh, boy. Woo! A restart right now.
Ask you something,
100 Thieves would have been happy. I would have been happy for 100 Thieves. Wait, Fnatic now taking a fight over near the staging side. Yuka's going to get cracked. They're trying to stay alive. And Onyx is going to go down to Sir Del in the top right. So there's multiple fights happening right now over near Thermal and one outside in staging. Oh, my God. I would not know what they do in that situation, Greek.
That's what I was going to ask. I don't know what happens.
They would just restart the game. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, Yuka going to heal up. Play the little shack right now. Iman Kashara with the charge rifle is still getting more and more kills, brother. He is going nuclear. And it looks like we are having some server issues here, Greek. It is lagging again.
Horizon
I wonder if the players are lagging in this situation.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just us.
I don't know if it's just us or the players. I can't really tell. But more
sniper
shots
team
going
இன்னும் உயிரோட இருக்கறதுனால respawn
KCP
பண்றதுக்கு
getting
chance
knocked on
இருக்குது.
Onyx here.
Horizon
They're fighting
eliminate
down below.
ஆகல.
They're trying to full wipe.
God.
Phoenix getting knocked. Your boy, your rank grinder and RP thrower. And Onyx
Esports eliminated. Onyx Esports team eliminated ஆயிடுச்சு மூணாவது டீமா.
Change from them. They rotate to the zone early. And it already looks like they're having a better game than we saw all of yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably their top game. They're even looking for more blood now on this backside. There's a solo Watson on this left. They want to push and immediately wipe.
Yep, Panda's looking to swing here with the 1-2 Prowler.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Panda's is one hell of a control player. There is no way I'm ever rocking a 1-2 Prowler.
KCP பிரச்சனையில மாட்டிட்டு இருக்காங்க. நான் போது பார்க்கலாம் KCP.
That's a great point, man.
இதுல இருந்து தப்பிப்பாங்களா?
You think 1-2 is meta? We just don't know about it.
Maybe he has the sauce.
Maybe he does.
Prowler R9.
You see that sear scan, this poor Watson.
And that's going to be...
Horizon eliminated.
That character is a good time freak. I really enjoyed watching that for sure. And Horizon Union is eliminated. Damn, your boy Phoenix and Jay going out, man.
Hey, listen. Sometimes
Horizon
you carry over
eliminate
your habits from ranked.
Yeah.
We see it here. 17 squads alive, and my boy Faye doing his best impression of what he does to my RP, and he's just feeding his face off.
Shout out Cloaksy, baby. Shout out Cloaksy. All right.
Fnatic இன்னும் கார்னர்ல தான் இருக்காங்க. EXO NRG ஆல்ரெடி ஜோனை புடிச்சிட்டாங்க. NRG ஒரு நல்ல பொசிஷன்ல இருக்காங்க. Fnatic MST fight நடக்கலாம்.
So they are going to get the full reset.
Still have good loot too.
Yeah, they're looking for the KP. I believe it's on the Moist down below. My man, looking like me, but
they
get
be
MST காலி ஆயிருவாங்க கூடிய சீக்கிரம்.
ரொம்ப கிரிட்டிக்கலான இதுல இருக்காங்க.
சோ Fnatic இவங்கள தாண்டி தான் ஓடி ஆகணும். GW கேட் கீப்பிங் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. Fnatic ஆல்ரெடி ஓடிட்டாங்களா இல்லன்னு தெரியல பார்க்கலாம்.
I mean, Moist also a great team. Recently signed, was formerly Team Burger over at Raleigh Greek. They're awesome, man. I think they are such a good team. They are great people as well.
I think they're a prime example of, you know, a team that goes into a LAN very underrated. I mean, there's just charge rifles.
Brother, 1,200 damage, 2 KP. He's been charge rifling all game. Yes. He just got another knock on a Rambo. So Rambo, the charge rifle god, is now getting knocked by his own weapon.
Charge rifle is one of the non-dana weapon. Charge rifle.
It's just ridiculous, dude.
இவங்க ஒரு நல்ல சேஃபான ஸ்பாட்ல தான் இருக்காங்க.
It's really strong, but I'm taking it every game too. It gets me free KP, gets my team armor. There's no reason not to take it.
Except fighting, maybe?
Yeah, I believe Xset is going to be fighting here on this backside. They're going to be taking the 3v3 on LNW.
Yep, they already have. That's their second knock, so it is going to be a 3v1 here for the boys over at Xset.
Yeah, and I mean, Panic going down. I got to say, even though LNW is losing the 3v3, they have the best name in Apex.
Xset Fun FPS one knock பண்ணிருக்காரு. 2 knock.
Prime back in the day, like Call of Duty.
LNW ரொம்ப கிரிட்டிக்கலா இருக்குது.
This is unreal. I love their name.
Yeah.
And they're still getting walked up on, I believe. I don't know who's going to be pushing them, but I don't think it's LNW anymore. It could be the boys over at J Lings Creek. No, it's actually going to be Game Ward coming from behind. So Game Ward does the full wrap. What do you do here if you're X in this situation? Oh, Fun getting cracked. They have to fight this. I don't think they have a choice now.
I mean, I don't really think they can. I think they might have to drop low ground to the left and try to cross the lava and go to where 100 Thieves had died previously.
Maybe. They might have to leave this, but as we're watching this, bro, there's a bloodbath happening on the other side.
That guy is running right at them.
Yeah, that is a very big wide swing.
That
the movement, though, to stay alive.
Madman.
One knock
oh my, how is that guy alive? He's not anymore.
Psychop.
Yeah, Psychop with some great movement, but a little bit of an overextend, to be honest. And he's going to be getting knocked here. Is Fun going to go down?
Fun knock.
Gets knocked as well to Yolu, and it looks like everyone in this situation is probably going to die, Greek.
The boys over at Xset not be too happy about that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a great fight by Game Ward, but you gotta just take what you got, you know what I mean? And Game Ward is going to get down a little bit, but Xset gets fully eliminated, and Godfire over in the top position, Greek. And look at your call, man. Great job. That's why you're the IGL and not me.
Ascend was actually eliminated there in that mix. We see Pricey picking up a knock to Game Ward. So Pricey actually, we watched him get knocked earlier, but they were able to get a reset on.
Yeah, they do get the reset.
Full kill.
And they're getting the free KP on Game Ward, who was in shambles fighting Xset. So some free KP, some free points as we head over to J-Links now. And
Game Ward eliminated
God yesterday, popping off, making a name for himself, really solidifying him as a top controller fragger, trying to make a name in this land.
Yeah, and they're looking for some KP here on the bottom thermal side.
Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot, dude. I think this is a good fight to take.
But they
recognize it's not safe. They might see something or hear something that we don't. They back up.
Rotate
I like not forcing
Good patience. Good patience.
We've actually seen that a lot more too, man. This land, bro, we're seeing so many more people being patient. I think that's such a big W.
If that was scrims, they were running.
Oh,
right?
yeah. And now GHS is moving up into the jungle gym to take a fight.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be running onto the duo of Moist right now on their high ground.
Oh, man, the
PK shots.
GHS push பண்றாங்க.
That's great shots, man. And Moist is eliminated.
eliminated. Moist
beautiful execution. They need to try to stay alive. That top jungle gym is bad, man.
Yeah, it's so tough to play.
Yeah, and look at the fight up top. Two APAC North powerhouses fighting. And
Fnatic என்ன ஆக போகுது? Fnatic என்ன ஆக போகுது? சமாளிச்சிருவாங்களா Fnatic இதுல இருந்து?
And Fnatic jumps on them very fast.
Interspose eliminate பண்ணிட்டாங்க. Fnatic நல்ல பொசிஷன்ல தான் இருக்காங்க.
They were across over the houses, and now they're already on top of them.
இதுக்கு அப்புறம் இவங்க எப்படி ஜோனுக்கு போக போறாங்க?
36. And I mean, listen, E36 is no slouch. They are a great team-fighting team. The fact that Fnatic just walked over there and did is very impressive and just shows how aggressive they are.
Bangalore smoke use பண்ண போறாங்களா?
They do best, working their way on edge methodically. We see them picking up so much KP before that zone 5 close. But they're going to have a little bit of a tough run here unless they get the Valkult off.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure. Valkult we've seen die so many times, and they're going to try for the Valkult feed phase as KCP is now fighting again. KCP has been fighting for so long. Now it's going to be still alive here. It's going to be a 2v1, I believe. Can they eliminate KCP? Oh my goodness, bro. The boys over at J-Links are just
walks right into the fence.
Pioneers eliminate பண்ணிட்டாங்க. J-Links நல்லா ஆடிட்டு இருக்காங்க இதுவரைக்கும்.
Are crazy. But Zane gets full killed. And that's going to be very, very bad as they're going to have to move in with 17 seconds as a duo Greek.
Yeah, and they have a long way to go here to the zone. We have the boys over at the guard looking to hold them out.
Yeah.
As we see in the kill feed,
LNW
gets eliminated.
Yeah,
but he did get 2 knocks on the GHS before he died.
Which is good. That's going to be easy for the guard to clear their backside. Other teams helping them, but look at Rambo.
இதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம அதிகமான eliminations பார்க்கலாம். J-Links eliminate ஆயிட்டாங்க.
No attachment and a PK. They have nothing, man. They are
GHS professional eliminate ஆயிட்டாங்க.
GHS goes down, and now their whole backside is pretty much clear. They need to look for this opportunity to loot Greeks. They cannot go into the end game with this.
Yeah, we see time and time again the guard rotating super quick though. They see they have their sights set on this third party here, and I think this might be a good one for them to take.
I mean,
there's a lot of loot back there, and if that team forces that fight, they could look to wipe that.
Yeah, I mean, they just got to take this fight, I think, and maybe even look for the loot. They cannot go into late game with this, man. There's just no way they're going to survive. Keon already getting cracked. They're going to have to bank on the Watson. This is going to be rough.
This might just have to be a late Valkyl and just hope.
But that's the downside of playing zone, you know. Some games you get loot, some games you don't.
Zone end
that's just how it goes, man. But one thing you'd always guarantee with a very safe style like this is almost a great placement every time.
Yeah, I mean, they already pick up 3 placement points at the bare minimum.
Yep.
Get a couple of kills, maybe another rotate, and this is a top 5 for the boys over at the guard.
Yeah, you would never call this. Arcane's the GOAT. He really is, man. Playing this backside, looking for the KP. They don't get any, bro, but hopefully they can get some loot. This is such a great job by RKN. And we see the teams alive here, man. We're going to have Gombere. We're going to have NRG, GFR, Pulverix, EXO, Fnatic, and the guard. Fnatic, though, very kitted. And that's going to be very bad for the guard. It is going to be a 3v3 against the guard and Fnatic most likely. And one team has loot and the other team doesn't. As NRG is also going to look to rotate in. And I want to see what NRG does here. Fnatic is Valkyl.
Another Valkyl? How did they get it that fast?
I have no idea, but they get the Valkyl back immediately. They're going to try to make it to the late game. They're going to have ulti excels.
Fnatic இங்க லேண்ட் பண்ண போறாங்க. எல்லா இடத்துலயும் எனிமீஸ் இருக்காங்க.
They need to make some split-second decisions to make it into the zone.
NRG தான் இருக்குதுல இப்போதைக்கு கஷ்டப்படாம ஆடிட்டு இருக்க ஒரு டீமா இருக்குது. ஏன்னா அவங்க நல்ல zone retrace பண்ண ஒரு காரணத்தால.
It's hard, but it's God spot. If you can start getting this KP, man, it'll be huge. Guild getting the knock on the Fnatic, EXO getting some knocks too, and there's going to be a lot of bloodshed going on. Rambo getting knocked and deleted. This is just crazy, bro. Yuka going down and Fnatic is dead.
Fnatic eliminated.
Looking for some KP here too. Gilderson getting the KP as well.
I believe they picked up 2 kills so far since they've been on the roof.
And they're not getting looked at all, Greek. There is no one even focusing energy at all.
Yeah. I'm guessing Sweet is coming to grab as many nades as possible here. Out of this low wall, there's so much loot on the ground. They got a couple of armor spots as well. NRG is looking poised
God
to
eliminated
and Godfire and the guard are eliminated, so now more teams are dying, making this an easier end game for the boys at NRG. We have EXO across. One of my favorite teams so far throughout the land, and day number 1 is a full 3-man across from NRG. Gombere is going to get the knocks on the Pulverix here. And Pulverix trying to stay alive. I think they're going to be able to get this reset.
Yeah, I think they should be able to. we have seen the zone, and we see that it's pulling towards the back right.
Final zone.
The Dorito building
last over
is going to be
dramatic
the one that is
ending
going to be in a tough spot here because they have Diner and the roof of Diner looking at them when they have to move.
Not an easy rotate. They have to make it do though. They have to make it work. They don't have any options. There's nowhere else to go. They're all cracked. Has no bats. Gonna have to pop cells here and slow.
5 cells on a red armor.
Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. Last zone kandipa indha team samalchitadu
as well. This is not going to be
good.
One knock, Saku knock going down. Saku dead, and Kilabro is going to get more KP. Exo,
yeah, we see. Through looking at the map, Exo is actually dominating.
Exocean
nalla Exocean energy or nalla position la irukanga. Control right now of this end game.
Pulverex konja naadal knock ayirum kandipa team eliminate ayirum
mottama. They're going to have to spam them late game because when they jump off that
fourth place
building,
vandruvaanga
they're
nenikken
going to need some
Pulverex
cover to rotate down.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Dexter
here, he's
playing the far right side, and he has 5 boxes next to him that he can armor swap.
I mean, he can armor swap all of them. He can play behind for cover.
And bang with a car with 200.
Yeah, I mean, they are so kidded, and it's looking like it might be an Exo win. We have Exo, Pulverex eliminated. It's going to be Gomberai, Pulverex, dead, Exo, and freaking energy, man. I said Exo 5 times there. Jesus Christmas.
Yeah, I mean,
caffeine in me.
How can you not, man? They're playing super well right now. They have all of the zone. They have all of the loot.
Do you think they get hyper-focused here, though? They have 2 teams across. Do you think one of the teams maybe just try to int them instead, or do you think 2 teams fight each other?
I think NRG is probably going to try to play for second.
Yeah, it might be worth it, honestly. I would probably do that as well. I think playing for the second Yeah, let's see what happens. I don't know how many grenades he does have. I think that was actually his 1 more on a frag. And the Digi-Threat's going to come in big here, bro. The bank smoke's going out. Energy, Exo, and Gomberai all alive now for the end game at 3v3v3. Exo trying to hold their own as
Energy Sweet knock pantanga. Energy Sweet knock pantanga. Energy
going down. I don't even know who's playing Ash.
Energy eliminated.
And Exo with a 3-win Greek. That wasn't even hard for them. They barely even shot their weapons.
I don't know who did Energy end up getting third there. Did they end up getting second?
Energy தான் நல்ல பொசிஷன் ரொட்டேட் பண்ணி கரெக்ட்டா ஆடுனாங்க.
I'm not too sure. We'll have to see back in the replay. But Exo with another win after getting second place yesterday. They now come into game number 1, day number 2, and they win the first game.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it before and we'll say it again. Exo just looks so good right now.
They do, man.
They look so good right now. They're playing super well. They're rotating. They're not forcing anything. They're playing their angles. They're getting the loot.
Okay, match 2.
They just absolutely dominated that game. That was so free for them.
I mean, dude, they don't have to do anything. All they have to do is just sit there and wait for the 2 teams to fight.
16 kills.
Okay, final result.
28 points
16 kills எடுத்துறாங்க.
Gomberai's going to get the second. They're going to go away with 9
Energy 3rd place 4 kills.
Energy starting off well though. That's going to be an 11-point game for them.
Hillside ல இருந்தாலும் second place நல்ல rotating.
And the guard's going to pick up 5
Exo.
total.
Yeah, I mean, Gomberai, no KP, second place. Not a bad game. 9 point
நல்ல points ஓட அவங்க முன்னாடி
I
இருக்காங்க.
didn't even notice their comp. Sear, Bang, Ash.
I had no idea either, but I hear the Ash portal at the end there, man. I was like, what the who the fuck's using Ash? I'm not a huge fan
Fnatic
of Ash.
6 kill எடுத்தாலும் 7th place ல தான் இருக்காங்க. Exo 16 kills. Nice play
They're
Exo.
trying out new stuff. They're trying to make it work. I'm not against that ever. So we have the guard in 5th, and we have Godfire, Fnatic, JHS, J-Links, Leave No Witness, Pioneers, E36, Moist, Game Ward, XM, Ascend, Horizon Union, Onyx, 100 Thieves, and Kick. So 100 Thieves, Kick, Onyx, Horizon, and Ascend in the bottom 5 Greek. Again, I didn't really expect that at all.
Yeah, just looking at the leaderboard here, the team that surprises me to not play well there was 100 Thieves.
Yeah, same. They
I feel like their rotations on the south zones are pretty decent.
Same.
But I don't. We didn't get to see exactly what happened,
match,
but I believe
Strong
Vax
Point
just got triple
World
charge
Stage நடக்கும்
rifled
அடுத்த
out of
3 match
on
Strong
the
Point.
If I had to guess, he probably did indeed get triple charge rifled. We saw that before, man. Let's put these codes in, but I don't know. Valk ultis, bro, are like way easier now to hit.
Yeah, they're way more of a gamble, and especially that there's a lot more charge rifles being used. Like, every time you rip that Valkyl, you can easily just die out of the air. People are so good at tracking now.
Yeah, I low-key hate it, bro. I like watching it, but I hate when it happens to me. It's actually so bad. I don't know. I feel like it's just got to be muscle memory, right? That's the only thing that's like making that easier for more teams. It's just the muscle memory. Yeah. Shooting. We've had how many seasons now of Valk just ulting in your face? You're going to get better at shooting it out of the air, understanding how the bullets in them track.
Stay tuned,
so,
guys. Match 2 start
I think it was bound to happen.
The stream யாராவது பாத்தீங்களா லைக் பண்ணுங்க subscribe
nerf.
பண்ணுங்க.
It's not created yet, bro.
Oh, I was like, did I type it in wrong?
Why are you so mad?
Because yesterday it was like instant. So I just thought I typed it in wrong.
You got so angry. You just hit the match with a. Relax. That was a good first game, though, man. All right, we do have the scores here, too, in the chat. Chat, if you guys want to see the scores, man, make sure you do exclamation point now. We will not be able to show them constantly on the screen. It's way too hard with the setup that we do have. We don't have a fucking production crew, so I can't just be like, yo, let's kick it over to Billy Joe 65 and let him just work the crew and analyze the points. We don't have that, man. So you have to do exclamation point now in the chat if you want to see the scores. We do have a bot that helps us out. Shout out to Tempo for setting that up and stuff.
Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
EXO, 28 points, first game. Big game for them. 28, man. 20 freaking 8. Energy in second with 11. Gambare with 9. So it goes 28, 11, 9.
அதில் மொத மேட்ச் முடிஞ்சிருக்குது 3 மேட்ச் வேர்ல்ட் செட்லயும் 3 மேட்ச் ஸ்ட்ராங் பாயிண்ட்லயும் ரெண்டுத்துக்கு நடுவுல ஒரு கேப் உண்டு.
Yep, I mean, you know, if you're EXO, you're definitely happy. You know, you're taking that momentum and you're carrying it forward. But if you're a team who didn't have a good first game, you look at the scoreboard, all you know is that one top 3, one top 5, it's anybody's game. Even yesterday in our group, you know, we saw that even one good game could change the tides of the leaderboard. You know, there were teams that were in 10th, you know, 12th, whatever, and if they got 10 to 15 points, instantly just moving into the top 5.
That's what happened with the Guard. We saw that late game. They had 29 points going into the last game. They win that game out, and they're in the top 6, dude. It's when these games are very, very, very close, and it's not a top-heavy lobby, your last game matters. Like, those last 2 games really do matter, and I think players forget that. A 25, 26 to 30-point game will just bring you back in to the runnings so much, and I think that's why I love Apex and love this esport, because you're never really out. I mean, if you have, like, 3, 4 0-point games, then you're kind of out, right? You know what I mean? Unless you have 2 banger of end games, but you have 5, like, decent games, and you're, like, top 10. Make that jump all the way to the top 3, bro, with one good game. And I think that's so fun to watch. We saw it with the Guard yesterday, and it makes it for such a better storyline.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to hit him with the... Just what the heck, dude? All right, chat, we're trying to get in here, man. I do apologize.
Are they doing a bathroom break?
No, there's no bathroom breaks. Only after game number 3, I believe. The overall score is public. It's on now. They made it.
All right, cool.
Nice. Goated with Basal.
Okay, அடுத்த game start ஆக போகுது.
I did get word confirmation that the monster is indeed on the way.
We're getting a monster delivery. Maybe you are that guy, pal. Good job. Look at you, man, with your connects. Look at you. Good for you. They better let our B streamers in that freaking match, man. Now, we're getting in. Don't you worry, chat. Do not forget, man, we have 2.
Split 1 TS win பண்ணிருக்குது.
Like why were there like 8 teams there? Like I looked down, Zone was over like Big Mord and Dreamfire and North Eption. 2 of the more edge teams were over there, kind of just being like, hey, where is everybody? And they were all too busy fighting up north, man. That was weird.
Yeah, it's like every single team was like the dog from Up, you know, just chasing the squirrel that they quickly found. They're like, I can third party. And then another team said, I can third party. And next thing you know, it was like a 7th party in the same house in Geyser.
You know, if ever a time there were to do it, it would be in groups. Some of those squads were the teams that needed to get some points, right? groups are always a little bit more chaotic. They
Imperial Hall,
offer a little bit more flexibility in some of that aggressive playstyle for some of these squads. But I'll take it. If that's how we start the day, the games can only get better.
That's right. And it's been a big highlight of the weekend, right? Right now, we have the most aggressive meta we have ever seen in Apex Legends. And you'll see it right here in the highlights, kicking things off with Dark Zero getting eliminated.
Yeah, they did not have a good start, unfortunately, with NorCal Esports taking out that contest. And, you know, later on we'll see some of you just talking about some of the comps we were seeing, right? We are getting to see Revtane. It has been a very long time since Revtane has been seen in a high-level ALGS competition, but E6 are bringing it back, and I don't know if that comp is just like, that's what sent everybody over the edge. They saw Revtane and they were just like, oh, we're just playing like that again, are we? And all right, we'll just send it, whatever.
Yeah, you're spot on. It was absolute madness. Big shot to NorCal with the initial win, and what's interesting about that NorCal fight, we'll break it down in a second. Harvester is a fairly 50-50 type of POI in terms of, you know, who gets the better loot. You saw Spitfire in the hands of Frogs, you know that's exactly what he's going to want there. But this is the fight we were alluding to, Glitter. Madness in the Geyser House.
You know, and what I love about this fight is that there are a lot of squads that coming into today were actually not in a position where they needed to make this aggressive push. It was a choice that they wanted to take these fights. SSG making some serious moves here. I mean, the fact that everyone started
playing weird, and that's the interesting thing. It takes time to adjust to LAN because you go from scrims, which is the exact opposite of what we're seeing, you know, 10 teams in ring 1, ring 2, and sometimes to LAN where everyone's scared, cautious, not playing by